Hello and welcome to the big fight, which as you can see in look and feel has returned in a sense to its roots of 3 or 4 years back. And fortunately, this week we're discussing a subject of a party that's not yet been back to its roots. Not unless you count lots of fighting as the roots. The BJP, a party in some crisis. It's had a week of introspection which hasn't gone very far, it seems. It's also a week that was marked by the expulsion of one of the BJP's tallest leaders, Jaswant Singh. And on the show today, we do have Mr. Jaswant Singh joining us to tell us why he is so angry and why he thinks he's been treated in a shameful manner. Mr. Jaswant Singh, thank you so much for joining us on the big fight. We're also being joined by Govindacharya, another veteran leader who's had very close ties with the BJP. Well, had very close ties, doesn't have them anymore. With us here in the studio, somebody who still has those close ties with the BJP, Chandan Mitra. Thank you so much. You've been having to go from step to step explaining just what is happening at the Chintan Baitak. And one of the real reasons we also want to ask you is because you're a member of the Bal Apte committee, which is supposed to have come up with this report to look at what's wrong with the BJP. Now, we don't know if the extracts we're seeing are there in the report or not, but I'm sure you will tell us over the course of the next 1 hour or so. Shahid Siddiqui joining us, the member, of course, of the Bahujan Samaj Party, but speaking here as editor of Nai Dunya. Thank you, Shahid. You've been watching the BJP closely for a long time. Also with us, Praful Goradia and Sankarsan Thakur. It's great to have you with us, India's best-known journalist, roving editor, of course, of The Telegraph. And last but by no means least, Jayanti Natarajan joining us from Chennai. Jayanti, you must be wondering what's happening to the opposition. The left is going through crisis. The BJP seems to be imploding. Now, is the Congress party feeling a little left out? Everyone's too busy fighting each other. No one's got time to badmouth you.
I think it's very important in democracy, Vikram, that the opposition is strong and productive and constructive. So, yes, it is worrying for democracy if the opposition is caught up in internal squabbles. We would welcome a strong, constructive opposition.
Chandan, is that just about the most hurtful thing that the Congress party has ever said to you? I mean, how patronizing could the Congress sound? They're justified in sounding, I guess.
I will grant Jayantri her patronizing tone, because at the moment they seem to be riding high with no reason to ride high. The government has been goofing up and slipping on banana peels all through for the last few months. But because the opposition hasn't been as effective as it should have been.
And has had more banana peels to slip on.
Well, we can debate that. But in any case, you see, it's as they say in Hindi, samay samay ki baat hai. There was a time when the Congress was imploding and they were throwing out their presidents physically. They were serving notices to their party president to vacate his room in 48 hours. Okay. And all these things have also happened in the Congress. Nothing for Jayanti to get so smug about.
All I'm saying is, I hope we have a constructive opposition. I thought it was unexceptionable. I think Chandan's a little sensitive about this, probably because he senses the weakness of his own position.
Okay, fine, Jayanti. We'll keep all the rest of the barbed remarks for later in the show. But for the moment, just why the BJP is in trouble? Well, let's just take a look at some of the news stories of this day, and you'll start to get a flavor. Let me now just kick off looking at the BJP by turning to the man who perhaps was the newsmaker of the week, in a sense, Jaswant Singh. Mr. Jaswant Singh, you, sir, a man who's been with the BJP for 30 years, one of the founding members. It's now been 4 or 5 days since the expulsion. Have you been able to digest it yet?
3 or 4 days to digest? No, I'm afraid it's an indigestible piece of something that I've been served. I still don't understand what is it that is objectionable in the book. I've simply recounted a very painful period of history of our entire subcontinent.
Tuba.com,